welcome everyone to the 9th Annual Ada Mingo Memorial Teen Writing Award. We have Norval Mitchell, our chair of the Colchester-East Public Library, and Ruben Foreman, who is on our board, with us today. We also have Wendy Robinson, mayor of Stewiacke, and Larry Harrison, MLA Colchester-West Valley, sent his regrets, but wants to congratulate all the winners and participants of the award. Ada Mingo was a good friend and supporter of the library. As the owner of the Book Nook, she provided us with personalized service, keeping her eye out for special titles requested by the public we serve. When she passed away, that support was not forgotten, and in her obituary, we read that in her memory, donations may be given to the library to help strengthen our collection. We were very touched and grateful for that gesture, and as a thank you, the Ada Mingo Memorial Teen Writing Award was created. Today, we celebrate Ada and the art of writing. I'd like to turn this over to Chris Walford, who is our teen coordinator, and he'll get the presentation started.
So it's been my privilege now for going on to 5 years to be able to work with young people, 13 to 19, on a weekly basis, and have had an opportunity to see the amazing creativity, both on an artistic and literary level, and not to mention the opportunity to see just how much of a voice and how much of a difference our young people can make in our society. So without further ado, I think we should move right along to handing out the prizes. And I'm going to start with the ones on the left, in the middle there.
Just before we begin, I bring regrets from Warden Jim Smith from the municipality of East Hants. He can't be here today, but he congratulates all those who are receiving an award, and I'm standing here on behalf of council as the council for Homestead. I've invited Ruby and Wendy to be with me up here as she accept the awards to the winners.
And I'll ask those who are called up, if you could come up to the center, if you don't mind, because it will be less tripping over yourself and the process. Our second place winner in the 13 to 15 age group, Harshini Arlaman. Our first place winner in the 13 to 15 age group goes to Bailey Chisholm. It's not every year do we have this particular accolade, but this year we do. Honorable mention in the 16 to 19 age group goes to Emma Berkeley. Third place in the 16 to 19 age group goes to Hannah Cullen. Second place in the 16 to 19 age group, Danny White. First place in the 16 to 19 age group goes to our new keys. We also have an envelope for each of our participants as well. I think this is important to acknowledge the fact that it's always a very difficult job for our judges to be able to determine on the most minutest detail why we're going to make this one number one and this one number two, and why didn't we choose this one and not that one. And every year we are told how difficult it is to make these choices. So in fact, really, every one of our participants does deserve to be acknowledged as a winner. So first of all, I'd like to call Kyle Brown. If you can come here. Lauren Cutler. Paul Diamond. Nicolette Rena McLean. Megan Docher. Violette Druet. Emma Gali. Maria Banai. Angus Delory. Christina Fisher. Emma Warwick. Jess McLeod. Maria Ingram. Megan Louise Johnson. Mary McLean. Haley Hutchin. It's very gratifying to see that in our entire region, that over 13 communities have been represented this year in our participation in our contest this year. Those communities include Shubenacadie, Truro, Bible Hill, Catamagush, Harmony, Alton, Valley, Murray Siding, DeLand, Center Rodney, Greenfield, Hilden, and Macomb Settlement. Each year, the number of people participating is growing in more and more communities and more participants. It's wonderful to see this. In our region, there's not that many things for our youth to participate in, but thanks to our public library system and our schools, we are now able to find more and more opportunities, not just for elements of entertainment. Because writing is more than entertainment. It's literacy, it's education, even when it's fun. Despite it being fun. So, okay. So at this time, I'd also like to take a moment to thank the judges who have participated as well. As I mentioned earlier, it's not an easy task to take such high caliber work from a much maligned age group, and wrongly maligned in my opinion, and to determine why should I judge this one as better than that one? We have had, in past years, the judges tell us that in the end, the quality of the writing was so high, we had to go by sheer emotional impact. We've had this happen. We've had this happen more than once. So, in thanks to the effort that requires, we'd like to thank our judges. Diana Dibber. And walking up with a pile of books, how awesome is that? Jack O'Shea. The next two, I just want to make a quick word. And I'm actually like to think them both together for the same reason. Libby Schofield and Carl Fritz, who are both past winners of the Mingo Awards as well. I'd ask you to both come up for a moment. Sherman Borden. And Gary Blackwood. Other than Libby and Carl, the other judges have been with us for many years and have always been strong supporters of the program. And so I think all of our judges deserve another round of applause. This award is particularly important, because, not only because of in whose memory it has begun, and her dedication to literacy and books. This program in itself encourages literacy, and I don't mean like the kind of literacy you see in the average text, but genuine, thorough writing, sort of things that you find here on our shelves, same things you find in online books as well. In order to encourage this to be more than just a hobby, but to be a passion, it takes a lot of work, not just a contest. We, here at the library, are presently engaged in putting together an anthology of writings done by our teams and some of our team programs that is soon going to be published, and thereby making the contributors published authors. I did not come up with the title of this myself. I'm still not sure that I can pronounce it. One of our teams came up with it. Please correct me if I mess this up. The Blastologists and Caribbean. I don't know what it means. I can assure it's nothing that we'll regret. But we do expect to see that in the next month or two. Primarily it will be available to Lulu.com, and any compensation from the publication of it will go back into team building to support programs like this. Also, I have to say one of the greatest supports that we have for encouraging literacy and literary artistic pursuits within our programming comes to my partner in team programming, Laura Mingo. She, I can't believe all that literature there in your hands, yeah, that's all her, just saying, okay. But also, she is an avid writer herself. I believe you won a poetry contest as well. And traveled to Toronto to get one for that. And to really capitalize on the skills and passion that she brings to the literary world and to our team and to our young people, she is now setting a very amazing program to which I have a certain amount of bitterness because I probably won't get to go to it myself very often. It's quite amazing, and at this point I'd like to invite Laura to come up here and tell us about the program that she has developed for us. Oh, I'm just going to, after just a half second to say anything. Mary McLean.
Now, as a librarian, you know, you have to get glasses. You know, if you're a librarian, you have to get glasses for this. So I got these ones too. They're pretty good, right? And so we have a writers group that we're starting in the library for teens. It's 15 to 19, and it's going to be a monthly writing group called Word Nerds. Okay? We own up to the fact that we love words. We're just nerds with them. But if, and you don't have to wear glasses to come, you can just wear yourself. Wear yourself. So we have more brochures like this. Downstairs is a newsletter if you want to get more information. I'm just going to go quickly through it, what basically it is. So it's a writer's group for teens. We have it in-house here at the library once a month. It's the second Friday of the month. So in our brochure, it's basically going to be June 12th, July 10th, and August 14th. And we're hoping to do this throughout the year, not just the summer. We love to get input from a wide variety of teen writers. We have such talent in this area. We want to really show everyone that you guys are awesome. We want everyone to know what your work is. So basically, every second Friday of the month, from 3 to 5 o'clock, we meet here in the community room downstairs. Just to give you a run through what we're going to be doing. First and foremost, feedback is optional. You don't want to read your work out loud. Sometimes I don't want to either. Sometimes it's nice to just be able to come and talk. We don't have to share. But if you want to, you can. So we're going to have little sections that we do, like writer resource of the month, tech tool, tips, whatever happens, whatever you like. We're also going to have a part where we're going to have like a writing exercise or a writing prompt. You can do it on your own, you can do it together. We're also going to have a time where we can just work on our own projects, or we can work together on a group project. We hope to bring in local authors to give you presentations. So if you are a local author, come to me. I'll give you our contact information so we can get you to come in and talk. Also, we're going to have what's called the word turd. The word turd is the word of the month that you totally hate. And then we're going to have word preferred, which is the word of the month that you really, really like. So we'll have lots of cool stuff like that. And so feel free to take one of these up. Now, if you can't make it into the branch, like I know some of you are farther outside of Truro, because it is in the Truro branch, we have an online feedback group as well called Word Nerds Online. It's free to join. The same thing we have. All you have to do is send us an email to our team email address, and that's on the flyer. We're going to be launching that in July, June 12th. Same with the in-house meeting. So June 12th is the one you want to come for. And also, to let you know about the online form, it's going to be using Google Groups. So if you have a Gmail account, you're ready to go already. We'll guide you through how to sign up and all that sort of thing. We'll even give you tips on how to give critique, how to give feedback, just in a respectful way. So basically, the online feedback group is basically designed for getting feedback on your writing, which is invaluable. And then in the in-house meetings, you can give feedback if you want, but if you don't feel comfortable with that, that's okay. We also wanted to with these writing groups, we have so much talent, we want to really showcase what you guys are doing. So what we're hoping to do is 3 times a year, send an email newsletter to anyone who signs up if your work showcases. If you want to find fans for your writing, this is the way to do it. Now, if you're just interested in receiving the newsletter, pick up on these flyers because you can just sign up with the same email address. So you can get all the writing to your inbox. So we're really excited to start this up because actually in Truro and a lot of other places, there's not a whole lot of writing groups, especially for women. So we're really excited to have this as a new program. I'm going to be helping lead it, but it's really going to be team-led. We're going to get everyone to bring their advice, what they're doing in their writing life, what works for you. So we're really excited to get this started, and we'd love to have you along. Thank you.
Okay, this concludes the award presentation, and if I can ask the winners to meet up with Wendy for photos, that would be great. But please stay behind and read the great submissions we received this year, and enjoy the refreshments provided downstairs in our community room. Thank you very much for attending.